All right, folks, we're heading toward the end of the week here on your Thursday. We've got a few clouds showing up here, kind of an early indication of a little pattern change that will bring us some rain, I believe, this weekend. So, looking at Alexandria Cam there, we're looking, you see the water tower off Texas Street. We see a few cumulus clouds, but they're very small. Likewise, we'll take a look over our next cam in NAC and see how there's no vertical development on those clouds, right? They're just kind of flat looking. So the atmosphere is still stable, not supportive of rainfall, but things will be changing starting tomorrow, although no rain chances tomorrow, but Saturday will be our next rain day, and some of that will continue into Sunday morning. So I'll be talking about those things. In fact, it's the likelihood of rainfall this weekend, and we need it, even though on the weekend, yeah, I know, marginal severe weather risk with that. That's a low end risk. And there's a couple of fronts in the forecast also. And there'll be a cool down with each one of those. And we take a look at radar. We're seeing no rain here in the local area, but we're kind of detecting a southerly flow already, elevated echo across Texas there. But there is a moisture temp also developing. You see it on the large range satellite imagery here as that southeasterly flow is tapping a narrow line of moisture here. I believe there's a front, the last front to come through is situated right in here, and that front is dying off, it's decaying, and that's why you've got this kind of pattern. So no moisture for us yet. I think it waits until Saturday really to get in here to produce any rainfall. So Friday, even though this model you can see demonstrating some small showers, I'm going against that. Nobody else I've talked to or seen their forecast is going with it. So I think your Friday morning commute will be good. Friday evening for your commute and for Friday evening football, no issues there. I think it will be good football weather once again. All right, for Saturday morning, this is the mid-morning grocery run. I think things are pretty much okay. I think the rain chances really get in here during the PM hours on Saturday, although Saturday morning is not a 0%. Let's check the tropics out real quickly. There's a new tropical wave in the middle of the Atlantic there, moving about 15, 20 miles an hour to the west, but it's going to track all across this part of the Atlantic before any development would happen. So the National Hurricane Center has put 20 cents are worth in there in the Caribbean once that gets in there in a week or so. All right, so we'll watch that tropical wave, see what's going to happen. You notice that if you were with me yesterday on the long-range tropical outlook, I did have the Caribbean highlighted through the rest of the month. So our 7-day forecast, Friday a hot day, a little bit warmer Friday morning, 61, meaning the moisture is beginning to increase. Saturday and Sunday, showers and some thunderstorms in the forecast. Storm Prediction Center's got us in a marginal risk of severe weather. A few severe thunderstorms can't be ruled out later on Saturday and Saturday night, maybe even into the wee hours on Sunday. But so that's what that 60% is for. So 60% during the day Saturday, and then 60% Saturday night and very early Sunday morning, about 50% there. That system will get out of here pretty quickly on Sunday. So I feel confident with that AM quantifiers thing that Sunday afternoon. I don't think there'll be any rain left in the area. But we clear off quickly Sunday night, and we see a temperature drop there, 52. 67 low Sunday morning, 52 Monday morning. Testimony to front. It's got a little punch with it, nothing ridiculous. In fact, that's seasonable for this time of year, which leaves room for some upper 40s. If we do get that, it'll be the first time this fall that we've seen that in Cenla, and I keep extensive records of that in many locations. So going into Tuesday, another little front, a little bit of a moisture temp with that. I did keep a 20% going there. A break Wednesday from that front, and then quickly Thursday back to 20% with a little bit more of a moisture surge coming back into the area. Nothing strong or anything like that, but I prefer to keep my forecast covered. So I'm confident and comfortable with those 20%. Looking ahead through about the end of the month, we see still temperatures averaging above normal. It's a warm October so far, and it will continue to be. I think it's going to go down in the books as certainly a warm one if this forecast verifies. On either coast, we've got a near normal area. For Central Louisiana, this forecast means the average low 57, average high during that week. Remember, this is week 2 after the 7-day forecast I just gave you. 57 to 78 is your numbers. It's likely that temperatures will average above those numbers during that week. And what about rainfall? Well, it looks like a pretty wet period there for the Pacific West. And as you head eastward, a little bit of that kind of continues into Central Louisiana. This is kind of what I would call a lean above normal with that. So not as big a statistical probability or likelihood as it is certainly in the Pacific West, but I would say maybe 40% of the gauges in the area may exceed this 1.17 inches. Most will be there or a little bit less or something like that. But it can be a pretty close horse race between the three. So I'll call it a lean wet there, near normal as you head further east and down into the New Orleans area. Okay, that's it for me. Nick Mickels will see you in the morning, and I'll be back with you during the PM hours. And hope your Friday is fantastic.